On this week's Most Craved, the Razzies.
LIAM MCINTYRE.
Yeah, that's a thing. And I'm Liam McIntyre. I feel like Jabba the Hutt on the inside.
Hey guys, welcome to Most Craved. I'm Jenna Bush with Legion of Leia.
I'm William Bibiani with Crave Online. Hey,
And
Liam McIntyre.
Yeah, I'm exactly that.
You're back.
I am back. I'm so good to be back.
Thank you for coming back. Everyone, you know Liam from The Flash, you know from Spartacus, and you have an exciting new project now.
Yeah, I just started I've started on Kickstarter a card game called Monster Lab, which looks like this with cards in it. I won't bore you with going through every single one of them, or will I? No. I won't. No, it's fun.
You're such a card.
Oh, come on.
That was clever.
Come on. There it is. So, did I not blow it up?
I'm the one who blows it up.
Sorry, someone has to do it. So yeah, anyway, so it's like you play a mad scientist and you build monsters and try and wreck everybody with like blowing up their monsters or stealing and trapping them. It's a lot of fun.
What was it? What made you think to yourself, you know what I need to get into? Card games.
Being a nerd, basically. Well, I mean, it actually happened when I was in Australia and sitting next to Nathan Fillion. We were going to go for dinner, but then he had a queue that was like 4 hours long.
Of course.
No kidding, because it's Nathan Fillion. So I was like, well, this is going to take a bit of time. I should do something. Like make a card game. That was literally what my brain said. So and then 8 months later, maybe 10, I was like, I got
It was a long queue for Nathan Fillion if you were there for 8 to 10 months.
10 months, yeah. I mean, Firefly, right? I mean, it's a big thing.
You have to give him bathroom breaks.
Yeah.
Where did you go for dinner after that?
We went to a great steak place. It was really nice. I don't remember the name of it, but somewhere in Sydney, there's a great steak place.
But like this didn't come out of nowhere because you're a huge gamer.
Yeah, no, I've done it since I was like 5 years old, and I was like, I was playing a bunch of Hearthstone at the time. I'm not proud.
You can be real proud. I love Hearthstone.
Isn't it the best?
I like playing it as a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah, I play it. I actually do play it.
You really? Yeah,
I didn't play Warcraft, but my girlfriend's like, could you please help me play Hearthstone because I'm trying to get a mount.
So
if I like
played
leveled up
both
to level
of
20,
those.
she got a mount.
You're right. That's a thing. Yeah.
So I got stuck on it.
Good
No,
on you. I know,
Warcraft.
and that's what it does. It just pulls you back
That's
in.
why I started.
Yeah, it's so there's like all that and Magic the Gathering and things like that. But I don't know. I've always wanted to make a game, and it just kind of I was like, well, then I should. So I did.
What was it about this game? Because I find people tend to make things like games because there's like something they're not seeing. They can't buy it already. What was it about this game?
Honestly, it was like it came from my wife's family played this game called 31, which I thought they invented. Apparently they didn't. They didn't. No, it's a big thing that everybody plays. But it's like, so you've got to like create like sets of 3 cards that add up to a certain amount of points. And I was like, I like that, but I've never seen that available anywhere, and but I'd like to make it a little cool, like a little more fun. So I kind of thought of monsters and trying to fit different monsters together, because the idea is you put a head and a body and sort of legs together, and they have funny names, and you can change them around. And so yeah, it was. I don't know. It started off as a really small idea of just like trying to mix and match things and make them like funny looking, and then became a whole game. And now I'm actively trying to make it less complicated. No, but it's actually really fun. It's one of those things where I'd play it with my friends to sort of test it, going, I apologize, I've thought of a card game, I hope it's not terrible. And they to the point where they actually come over and ask to play it, which is, I was like, you don't have to, like it's actually fun.
So you started a Kickstarter to fund this, and ostensibly you're here to sort of tell people about the Kickstarter, but you don't really need their money anymore.
Well, no, it did really well. Like in a day, it funded, which is great.
Money, lots of money.
Stretch goals now, hooray! No, it's like, which are exciting because with new cards and expanded things and new rule sets and stuff, because there's a few different ways we can play it. And yeah, so it's like it's still really like it'd still be awesome to get some more funding so I can get people more cool stuff. But yeah, it was amazing. Like within a day, I was like, thanks everybody, that's great. Everybody.
Well, because it got like 5 zillion retweets.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I had like Mark Hamill retweeting me, which is just ridiculous.
Well, that'll do it, basically. Mark Hamill supports a thing.
Yeah. Well, then the force is with you. There was just, but he's such a cool dude. But yeah, like stuff like that, and Kiahu, and like so many great people.
Force is with you. I just got that.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Really?
Are you okay?
I'm tired. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I understand. But yeah, it's really cool. If you guys want to check it out, it's on Kickstarter. Just look for Monster Lab, and it's a funny little video. I taught myself After Effects how to make it. So.
Nice.
No, you did really good with the video.
Thank
I liked
you.
the video.
Thank you. I was like, I could do this myself.
How long until we be able to actually just buy it?
Probably it's going out to Kickstarter people. As long as everything goes to plan, it should be the end of May, and then I guess straight after that we'll send it over to Amazon, and then you can just buy it with your regular money in the conventional way.
You're gonna come on. You're gonna come on the show again, like when it's officially out, and we'll just play.
And I'll do like a really cheesy infomercial at the very end, and we can just
I
play.
like
I'd love to do
that.
that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I totally want to do that.
Let's totally do that.
And the art's really cool.
The art is really cool. Oh yeah, it's done by by a lovely Spanish lady called Chris Ellen Samuel, and she's just the best. Like her art is just next level.
It's
so
really,
great.
really
Yeah,
cool.
Really, really happy for her.
Do we think that the Razzies are cool?
Ah.
Segue.
Oh, that's good.
So good.
you.
I'm getting
That's
a little segue and
Yeah.
right through the scene. Oh, double fist bump. That almost sounded
That's
weird.
good. Everyone's talking about the Oscars right now, and honestly, good for everyone. Like Mad Max did really well. Spotlight, good for you.
Yeah.
But the Razzies always come out a day before the Oscars, and they're basically just there to poo on everything. They're just there. It's just like, hey, remember the Fantastic Four sucked? And we're like, we sure do, Razzies.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding us.
Yeah, that was good. I'm sure Josh Trank needed that little boost. Like his year wasn't hard enough. Thank you.
There was some 50 Shades of Grey too.
50 Shades of Grey and Fantastic Four tied for worst film of the year. That isn't the first time that's happened, but it's the first time in like 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Howard the Duck tied with Under the Cherry Moon.
Really?
Yes, it did.
Wow.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
And I think it was The Adventures of Ford Fairlane tied with Ghosts Can't Do It, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and it co-stars Donald Trump. It's amazing, and he plays himself.
Of course.
He plays
What
himself,
else would he
and
do?
he's not convincing as himself. That's the thing that's amazing about it. You're just sort of just like, Johnny Depp did it better, but. It's the Razzies are the problem with the Razzies is that I think it's fine to say there were bad movies at any given time. I think it's even fine to say this was the worst because we say it's the best, so why not? It's fair.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
fair
it's
play.
a thing. Yeah.
Razzies seem to be like taking really cheap shots a lot of the time.
you
They'll like
think,
really
though?
pick on Adam Sandler like to the ridiculous
Did
degree.
you see Pixels?
I did see Pixels, and let me tell you something. Pixels was not even remotely the worst movie of this year.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, what is the most funny worst? Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
would get the most buzz
Yeah.
being the worst? Because there's some terrible movies
So
being made
bad.
that nobody are watching.
Yeah.
But but it's not an Adam Sandler movie. It's,
Exactly. Twilight Breaking Dawn like won like every single Razzie possible, and
That's
that
not
was actually
fair.
like the best Twilight movie. That's
Yeah,
not even the
it's-
worst Twilight.
And it's so successful. Yeah, I mean, like, at what point do you decide that you're the arbiter of taste, and therefore, it's kind of the same question with the Oscars, where Chris Rock would go around and be like, "Have you seen
Yeah.
this movie?" And people are like, "No, I've never seen that movie."
No, they
you know.
give their screeners to their
Yeah,
mains
like there's
and-
certain types of movies that win awards, and there's, I guess, certain types of movies that win Razzies. So I guess
There's
that.
Yeah.
George R. R. Martin had a line about awards and why popular things probably don't need awards. Like Star Wars didn't need
No,
Best
sure.
Picture.
Right.
It's Star Wars.
And it's
It
got
won.
all the money.
It
Yeah.
already
The
won.
award
It's
for
on your shoes.
The
It's
award
on my
for being
shoes.
popular is popularity.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So I guess I understand the Razzies trying to take popular things down a peg.
Yeah.
But they weren't popular. Like 50 Shades of Grey, I guess, was reasonably popular.
Yeah, it was
but
pretty
even
popular.
everyone I know who liked it ironically.
I liked it ironically.
Right? Everyone just there was like, ha ha ha, this is funny. We almost saw his wiener. Like, like, ha.
Is that what you said when you saw it?
I was bummed we didn't see all of it because I was like, we see all of her. Why not all of him? Isn't that kind of cheap?
I'm gonna have to agree, but
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard. I don't know. I'm not sure if man bits get the same press as female bits, but maybe they do. I don't know.
Someone made a point that like if female nudity in a movie is attractive, it's beautiful because the female body is beautiful, and indeed it is. Male nudity in a movie is giggle worthy.
well,
Like it's always a
that
joke.
all depends.
Well, generally, well,
Well, there are two men here. You would know. I don't know.
I
I'm not
say
qualified.
more male nudity.
There
I
you go.
also say more male nudity. I just don't want it to be always a joke every time a man is naked. I
That's
feel like
true.
that's the thing. It's always just like, ha,
Well,
men
in
look stupid with their clothes off.
Deadpool. That was like a CG junk.
Do we see his junk in that?
Oh yeah, when he's like on fire, like and been crushed by everything, and he's kind of like standing epically, and then it's just
I
sort
don't
of-
remember. I don't remember
He's
the
been
junk.
I
stabbed
do.
through.
Okay, I remember Ben Affleck's junk in Gone Girl, but I don't remember Deadpool's
This is
junk
the
on fire.
best discussion ever.
I
So
love
the
that.
Razzies, huh?
Yes.
I don't know. Like as a person who was in a Razzie-nominated film,
yeah.
for Hercules, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
it wasn't
it's-
terribly good.
Yeah, it wasn't terribly good,
No.
but it was like I know how hard we tried. Like that's the tricky part. Like you have every right to kind of slam people and stuff. I mean, as a creative, that's kind of what happens to you. you put your heart and soul into something and it works really well and people love you, or it sucks and people go, huh, you and your opinions and dreams and hopes are rubbish. And,
and we say it with that voice,
yeah,
which is great.
I hope so, yeah.
And with a
or like Orson
after.
Welles or something, yeah, right? But, but hey, if you don't have a sense of humor, like I was like, if somehow I got nominated and I won, I hope I would go up and be like, thank you very much. I'm the worst actor there is.
Yeah.
Because, whatever. Like, you have a little bit of sense of humor, I guess.
There's a thing, Alex Price is in the news lately, his movie Gods of
He
Egypt.
didn't like the response.
He did not like it at all.
I saw it. It wasn't a very good movie.
Yeah,
in fact, I
sure.
said it was a downright really, really bad movie, and I stand by that.
Fair.
But his comments were all about how critics and the sort of gang mentality and everything. And what I guess I don't understand about people who say like critics need to shut up is, don't you want critics are an audience that just is vocal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when you make art, you want an audience to see it and you want them to respond. And you're just not okay if they see a lot of that thing and know what they're talking about responding. Like you only want the response from people who've only seen 3 movies.
You only like the
before.
response when it's good.
Yeah,
Well,
but I mean, ultimately, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same in every industry. I always think about video games that get like 5 out of 10s when they're like pretty good. And that's like that could be there, but like a movie takes forever, but a game takes like 5 years of a person's whole life to make. And so when someone's like, I mean, it was fine, and you're like,
I know. And you don't go home. Like when you're a
like-
game designer, you're there for 18 hours
yeah,
a day.
like you've probably lost your wife or something.
Yeah.
Like you're like, cool, you just give it a 5. I don't mind, whatever.
I think that would be worse, honestly, even in a movie, is basically just like, it was okay, I'll never talk about it again.
Right.
As opposed to, it was terrible, you have to see Gods of Egypt.
Yeah, like I've made an opinion because I think Alex Proyas is wonderful, but but everyone is entitled to their opinion, and sometimes that opinion's not a very favorable one.
I'm gonna give my opinion right now on the Razzie that I think is absolute crap. Eddie Redmayne winning Worst Supporting Actor for Jupiter
It was
Ascending.
so much fun watching
He's
him.
amazing in that movie. I create life, and I can take it away just as easy.
But like, if he hadn't just won an Oscar, do you think he'd be winning that? I don't know.
I don't think he
Yeah,
would, but he's
yeah.
remarkable. He's like Bowie in Labyrinth. He's like so wonderfully over the top in that movie.
Like it's just. I know. So there's things like that, like the redemption things. The thing with the Razzies, I think they could actually make it into something that was useful. Like you've got a huge like Oscars so white thing now. They could have actually they could have just put like all this like the most whitewashed casts as like the award winners, and and really have tried to make some sort of statement or utilize their brand to create some sort of change. But instead they're just kind of going cheap shot, which
That's
is the only
what frustrates me,
Yeah.
because there aren't a lot of, now that the Golden Turkey Awards aren't a thing, all we've
Yeah.
really got are the Razzies. The Oscars, bless them, Chris Rock used the entire ceremony to try to make pointed statements
some
about
sort of
things.
difference, yeah.
Sometimes he succeeded, sometimes he did very, very badly, whatever. He
But you
tried.
gotta try, yeah.
He tried.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, Razzies just like, no one likes Adam Sandler except everyone who likes Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Razzies.
Or you could even have an award for like the best worst movie. You know, the ones that like are really bad, but you love watching them with pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's good stuff.
Bad movie nights. Those are the best.
Liam McIntyre, it's always a pleasure having you on, man. Thank you so much for coming by. Tell us once again about
Oh
your...
yeah, it's Monster Lab. It's on Kickstarter for the next 24 days, and check it out. It's really good.
It's very cool.
It looks really awesome, you guys. Thank you
you.
for listening. Thank you for watching, because it's video. We're Most Craved, and we got a Twitter thing that you can follow. You're on Twitter thingy.
I'm on the Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
tell
on
us about your Twitter.
Liam_J_McIntyre. Say hello.
Uh.
Yeah.